I have a heavy burden in my heart, and I am worried. My nation is sinking, and just like the Titanic, the elites are whining and drinking, but we are about to hit an iceberg, and there are not enough life jackets, there are not enough lifeboats, because the builder of the Titanic in 1912 said that even God cannot sink this ship over confidence and over assumption. Nigeria is sinking. I know why I have the right to say that. I was born before independence, and I enjoyed the good of this nation. It was the good of this nation that has made me who I am today. That as the son of a refuse collector, I could go to medical school. The best in the Commonwealth as at that time, or one of the best. I could go to one of the best secondary schools in the world, and one of the best higher schools, where I did HSC, Federal Government College Warri. I schooled with the children of the elite. I ate like an elite, and I had the best of this country. That's why I have stayed. That's why I have invested so much here, and that's why I am talking. In those days, we could travel to the UK just with ID card to do part of our posting in Guy's Hospital, London. I didn't go, but my classmates went. They didn't need a visa. Today, our children are crossing the desert to go pick tomatoes in Italy, and a lot of them are drowning. Today, our passport is treated like trash. And to travel out of this country is as if you want to escape from hell. The number of documents you need to submit, the investigations you need to go through before you travel out of this country, it's like you want to enter heaven from hell. It's painful. Some of the painful things that our young ones have no hope. That's why our citizens in the north could fly Russian flags in their own country. That's why they could call for Russia to intervene. Our nation is sinking. That's why northern youths had the audacity to be begging military men for regime change, which is unconstitutional, which no person should approve of. Our country is sinking. That when young men in the country protested for hunger for 10 days, bad governance for 10 days, they rolled out the security apparatus from all over Nigeria to shoot at their own youths, to tear gas them who are hungry. But just after that, a country that has very few medical doctors to take care of 200 and something million people, medical students were traveling for a conference in Enugu. They were kidnapped by dirty illiterates. We don't know where they are, and they are demanding for money. It is sad that a former commissioner, the wife of one big lawyer in my state, who wanted to be a governor, I just use wife because she still answers his name, was kidnapped in a church, and a ransom was demanded. Nothing is sacred in this country. A commissioner with his wife and his aide traveling by road to Abuja for the wedding of the governor of Anambra State were kidnapped. The aide was killed. Like the one in Delta State, the security man was killed, and they've just been released. It is sickening that a medical doctor in the eye hospital in Kaduna, that people went to the hospital premises, their residence, and carried a doctor, his wife, and the nephew. And for more than 7 months, they have not been released. And doctors are protesting all over Nigeria and have threatened to go on strike. It is sickening to note that the same policemen who were mobilized to tear gas their children, to tear gas their wives, to tear gas their parents, started protesting in one of the South states for their salaries that have not been paid. Imagine policemen protesting. That's security dysfunctionality. I was watching on television the biggest yam market in the world, Zaki Yam, where Major General Malo comes from, is desolate because the farmers can't go to the farm. They can't access their farms. It is sickening that Ayati, a community in Benue State, was invaded and several people killed. They've not seen some of their corpses till today, and the town is empty. It is sickening. There are several parts. I was discussing with a Hausa man who is from one of the states in the north. They said Fulanis have driven them from their communities. They can't access their home towns. That foreigners are now occupying our land, and we have a military that swore to protect the integrity of this country. It is sickening that you can't travel our roads. Our roads are terrible. I've not had electricity here, public power supply, for days. I generate my own power. I've not had public water supply since I came to this town 24 years back. I generate my own water. It is sickening that when you go to hospitals, you are told to buy everything, including bandage and plaster, and syringes and needle. It is sickening that a nation that is one of the greatest producers of crude oil sold their oil in advance to borrow money and squander. Now, the refineries that are built in the land that has oil will need to buy crude oil from other countries or buy from the multinationals that will give a certain percentage to. It is sickening that we have several refineries, none of them is functional. We'll keep postponing the dates. Port Harcourt refinery will be operational at this date. Port Harcourt. It is sickening that there are 24 oil wells in my mother's community here, just 10 minutes drive from here. Another one from my father's mother, her village, and all the communities here, Agbara, Fesere, Ofoma, all oil wells. We queue to buy petrol, PMS. I bought 900 naira per liter. It is sickening that we are degenerating. Somebody had a certificate from Nigeria. He went somewhere. He ended up as a security guard. That people don't value our certificates. I feel sad. What saddens me most is to see people on the television defending this gross inadequacy, dysfunctionality, and failure. It is sickening to see that young men and women, just because they come from where certain politicians come from, or they belong to the political parties that these corrupt politicians come from, inefficient, slow-thinking minds. This country does not require rocket science to change it. I mean it. Just requires a bold person. It is sickening that when you make these videos, those malicious people will be the ones to come and attack you. And they are poorer than I am. It is sickening when a professor was talking that his salary is about $300. That is $30. That is $10 per day. That is 1 hour work in the United States. Well, I was called a deputy vice chancellor was saying that his salary is $300 a month. I don't know of his allowances, but a senator is taking home 21 million naira every month. They have impoverished the intelligentsia. No wonder INEC, the returning officers and all that, who are professors, can rig elections for politicians because poverty has been weaponized against them. It is sickening that the judiciary is being investigated because of abuse of the judicial process. It is sickening that we live in a country where when you wake up, it is frustration, bad news that wakes you up. It is sickening that the so-called men of God, God's generals, are mute, even those who protested before. It is sickening that they are now friends and parasites on those who are destroying this nation. And when you talk, people will say that you are attacking their GOs. Do you have common sense? Do you have common sense? Do you have common sense? It is sickening that we have all this prosperity gospel and only about 4% of Nigerians have 500,000 naira as savings in their accounts. That is less than $400 in their savings accounts. And every day we are sowing seeds. Every day they are telling us the secret of divine wealth. And we are seeing outrageous banners all over the place. And they disturb me with their noise of their prayers. It is sickening that these men who are killing this nation, they have permanent residency permits in different nations with their children and their wives, including the so-called God's generals, GOs, that you people are defending and protecting. Sickening that when the bad governance protest was about to come, our legislators, our politicians started fleeing away. Sickening that our presidential jets could be seized in France. Our nation is sinking. Who will save this great nation? With great minds, great talents. We went for Olympics, we didn't come with any medal. And somebody drew a cartoon that we were called to come and say the closing prayer. Somebody carried a big Quran and a big Bible. Religion has become the assassin of the intellect of the average Nigerian. Who will save this my wonderful country?
To listen to this video, this is the reality. The country is sinking. The country is going down the drain. The country is sinking. Who is going to save us? Nobody. As it is now, your president cannot save you because he does not have what it takes to solve the problem of this country as we speak now. So insecurity are taking over. The military has been overstretched. The bandit has taken over, overwhelmed them. You understand? So this problem that is going on at first is not even the problem military will solve. Not all this military alone cannot solve the problem. So it's going down. The country is going down gradually. We complain, all the complaint we complain during the past administrations. That one was just a beginning. Even this one now, the problem now has not even started. This is just the beginning of the problem. All this one we have been talking about since last year till today. Who is going to save us? Nobody. You will save yourself. I will save myself. Your president cannot save you. Number one, number two, number three man in the country, they cannot do it. Military alone cannot do it. Nobody. That's why when I see people are talking on televisions, on TV, I look at them, I say, is it the same country we are living? Those people you see are defending APC, defending Tinubu. They are all in APC camp. They are all in APC. So you will never see anybody who is not APC members speaking good about this administration, speaking good about what president is doing. Because the problem on ground, no matter uncountable, he can't do it. So those people you see, they are defending Tinubu. They are just working for their paymasters. They themselves know that the problem on ground, Tinubu cannot do it. They know, but you cannot. Who are you to criticize your masters, your paymasters? For you to do that, except you're ready to face the consequences. What come after that criticism? Do you want to criticize your master? You don't understand. That's the only way. Because if you are not ready to face the consequences, you are not ready to lose your job, you cannot do it. You dare not criticize. That's why you see all the APC members are just working, defending the indefensible from day one till today. You don't understand. Many problems. If not because of safe finish. All this why I've been away. What happened? One or two reasons. I've been away. I'm not able to do all this video. To imagine the Chinese, we have the audacity to seize our presidential jet in France. That's safe finish. That's safe finish. Because they look off from head to toe. What can you do? You do us nothing. And they have audacity to seize your presidential jet. What did you do as a president? What did you do to the Chinese? The problem that led to seizing of that jet was not even federal. It's a state problem. Ogun State governor, or be former Ogun State governor, isn't it? So this will tells you that there's a lot of problem issues that Tinubu cannot solve this problem. Where is it going to start from? From the north, east, south? Insecurity are taking over. The farmer cannot go to their farm again. People cannot even go back to their hometown, their villages. The bandit has taken over. For you to solve all this problem, you must know the root cause of this problem. What is the root cause of this problem? The central gravity of this problem are not just the Boko Haram, the bandit you see carrying gun, threatening people on live video. Those people are not the problem. The problem is some of the people in government. Some of the people in government, some of the people in the military, in security agencies, some of them. So these people, until you deal with these people, if you're not there with them, you cannot solve the problem. You are only chasing shadow. If you hold one of those bandits ransom today, those people, the leader, they are sponsor. They don't care. You go do anything you want to do with those people. They settle them. Some of them, they pay them off. Go. If you succeed, fine. If you do not succeed, we pay you off on this mission that you are going. Those people have already given the money to their family in case they return or they don't return. If they don't return, it does not concern those sponsors who sent them an error. If anything happens to them, some of them can even see press button to release their boys, right? If whatever happens to them, they will recruit more people, more members. People are looking for money, hungry. That's why you see they are doing everything to frustrate all the youth, the youth in the north, to frustrate them. No education, so that they will not know what is going on in the country. No education, they will not provide education for them. They will not even provide internet. As a majority of those youth in the north, they do not have a mobile phone to access the internet to know what is going on across the world. Whatever their leader tells them is what they will believe in. I think it's even nice. You see, some of them are waking up. They are using smartphone to know what is going on. That's why they so much believe in ethnicity, religion. That's why they so much believe. If they have been enlightened, they will not focus on ethnicity. It must be our tongue. It must be this. It must be that. Because our leaders has brainwashed them, deprived them of those basic amenities, things that they should have access to enlighten them. So if all these things has not been done, you have to go back to the root. It will take time. But the way it's going now, they are just creating more problems, not solving problem. I'll stop here for today. Please, today is your first time coming across my YouTube page. Please do me a favor, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You know, as they go now. Run for me, I'll be your guy. Subscribe and hit the notification button so that when a video like this is being posted, you'll be the first person to see. Thank you.